Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a quick update on Hurricane Ida and its impacts on the Arklatex, as well as what we can expect for the week ahead. You can see just after 8 o'clock this evening, the center of Ida just about ready to cross I-10 to the west of Laplace, Louisiana. It is moving towards the northwest at around 10 miles per hour. We have seen a slowing in the forward motion, I should say, here in the last couple of hours as the torrential rains and gusty winds continue across much of southeast Louisiana with rainfall totals that are rather impressive already. Quick look at the amounts that have been recorded just in the last 24 hours around the New Orleans area, and you can see totals in spots approaching 10 inches. It looks like the heaviest of the bands will soon begin to move out, but we're still going to be looking at these bands rotating around. So we could definitely see amounts of 15 to 20 inches over parts of southeast Louisiana, including New Orleans, before it's all said and done. Here at home, switch back to the radar in Shreveport and fly you home. You can see we have seen some scattered showers and thunderstorms. You can see this line here, one of the outer bands, if you will, associated with Ida. The cells themselves moving towards the south and west. And now that we're past sunset, more than likely we will see this activity begin to subside. A quick update on some of the gusts that have been recorded. Galliano has reported a gust of over 100 miles per hour. New Orleans, the highest I've seen, 84, and you can see the gusts going up further north in Slidell, Hammond, and Baton Rouge, as the storm again is slowly working its way towards the north and northwest. Where do we go from here? Well, we will continue to watch Ida move towards the north through western Mississippi here during the night tonight, as well as daytime hours tomorrow. Likely will become basically a Category 2 storm later on this evening, and a tropical storm probably sometime well after midnight tonight, and then it begins to move away. As far as its impact on our weather, again, we very well could have seen some of the heaviest rain that we're going to see from this system. As we look at the latest from Robbins Cellular Futurecast, you can see that heading through the evening hours, again, the spotty showers that we have now, that band is going to come to an end. Nothing too much more as far as rain tonight. And then tomorrow we could see a few scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, but nothing too significant as far as rain tomorrow. If it does develop, it will end quickly tomorrow evening, and then Tuesday, a mix of clouds and sunshine. Stray shower or thunderstorm will be a slight possibility for Tuesday. Not looking at a whole lot of additional rainfall for us. That's obviously not going to be a concern, as we will see totals that will likely stay below a quarter of an inch if Futurecast is correct. While you can see the heavy totals that I mentioned in southwest Louisiana, the model showing that we could see areas around New Orleans. You could see over a foot of rainfall, and parts of southeast Louisiana could see more than 15 inches of rainfall before it's all said and done. Now, moving forward here at home, wind, we've been talking about that we would see a bit of an increase in the wind, but it shouldn't cause too many issues for us. Here's the latest from Futurecast showing that by morning we might see a few gusts basically from Arcadia down the Natchitoches that may exceed 20 miles per hour. Going through the day tomorrow, as the sun heats up, get a little bit more mixing, we might see some gusts in that 20 to 30 mile per hour range. But again, no issues as far as power with that. We've seen that probably yesterday, and if not today, in spots. And then those winds will die down. So no wind concerns in our neck of the woods from Ida as it moves through the western parts of Mississippi in the next 24 hours. In longer range, what's going to be happening is that we will see Ida move away from us during the work week. Upper level high pressure build back into the plains, and that is going to shut off any rainfall chances across the area probably through next weekend, actually Labor Day weekend, maybe the middle of next week before we see that chance of rain return. So your 10-day forecast does look like this. We will see conditions across the Arklatex tomorrow. And call it mostly cloudy, kind of breezy, as we'll see highs in the upper 80s to lower 90s, mid-90s for the most part through the Labor Day weekend, and then lows will eventually settle into the lower 70s. But notice a little bit of an increase in the rainfall chances by the middle of next week, when daytime highs retreat to the low 90s. So it looks like Ida will slowly continue to weaken during the night tonight as well as day tomorrow with very little impact on the Arklatex. Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a quick update on Hurricane Ida. Still packing winds of 105 miles per hour here with the latest advisory just coming out at 10 p.m. The storm has crossed Interstate 10 and is very slowly making its way towards the north now. A look at the latest forecast from the National Hurricane Center just issued shows the storm is moving towards the north at around 9 miles per hour. And we will see it weaken to a tropical storm later on tonight and then begin to move away from the Mississippi River during the day tomorrow, and it will continue to move away from us moving through the rest of the week. As far as its current location, again, let's talk about some of the issues. We have seen wind gusts that have approached 100 miles per hour. Here at Galliano, they'd have a gust of 98 miles per hour, 86 miles per hour at the lakefront. Apparently the station in Hammond just went down 62 miles per hour, the peak gust there in Baton Rouge. And as far as the rainfall, we have begun to see some troubling totals begin to show up as we look at the radar estimation here just during the past 24 hours. And you can see the totals here between New Orleans and Laplace approaching actually 15 inches as we are looking at those totals. That you can see the flash flood warnings obviously in effect, but you can see the totals there in the white, almost 15 inches, as parts of southeast Louisiana could see 15 to 20 inches before it's all said and done. Now here at home, we're going to be looking at a quieter weather picture as Ida moves away. Not really going to impact us much at all, as the showers and thunder showers that we had earlier today have pretty much ended. We will see a quiet night tonight with a partly to mostly cloudy sky. Tomorrow, a little bit of rain possible, but the heaviest rain will stay well to our east. That will end tomorrow evening, and then Tuesday we'll see the slight chance for the typical afternoon shower thunderstorm with the vast majority of the area staying dry. So rain with Ida, not an issue for us. And really, wind won't be either, as Ida, again, looks like it's going to track northeast of the Mississippi River. A look at the forecasted wind gusts for our area shows that late tonight might see a few gusts around 20 miles per hour from Arcadia down to Natchitoches. But notice, going through the day tomorrow, pretty much all of the area will see the gusts stay below 30. So we're not going to be looking at anything significant as far as power outages across the area. And then Ida continues to move away. The wind will die down tomorrow evening once we get past sunset. So again, not much of an impact from Ida here in our neck of the woods. And we kind of settle back in. Once Ida departs, we will settle back into our summertime, hot, humid, and mainly dry weather pattern for the rest of the week. As high pressure takes control, we will kind of stay dry until perhaps the middle of next week, as your 10-day forecast shows temperatures across the Arklatex tomorrow, probably upper 80s, lower 90s. Mid-90s return as soon as Tuesday. And notice the relatively dry conditions. Maybe middle of next week, we might see an uptick in that threat of rain when daytime highs return to the low 90s. So again, Ida continues to slowly weaken, still a Category 2 storm with winds of 105 miles per hour. It will track through Mississippi tonight and tomorrow and will not bring any impacts to the Arklatex.